When Travis's sister Jill passed away, she saved my life with organ donation. I was born with a condition called cartilaginous syndrome, which means that there are no cilia in my body, or the cilia I do have doesn't work. So after 30 years of damage done to my lungs from pneumonias, I went to the doctor and found out that my lung function was at 30%. That's when you're being evaluated for a lung transplant. I waited for 4 months on the transplant list, and the doctor came in and she said, "To be honest with you, I think you're gonna die on the transplant list." I began to cry, and so did my father, because I didn't realize that I was that close to death. And then 7 days later, I got a call. "Jennifer, we have lungs for you." But I knew this was a bittersweet moment because someone on the other end had to pass away in order for me to live.
My sister Jill, she was an amazing person. She was an amazing mother, amazing friend. She had passed away with a brain aneurysm. Thankfully, she was an organ donor and was able to save several lives. So
I had my surgery and I came out 9.5 hours later. They took that tube out, and that first breath was something that I could never describe.
We received a letter from Jennifer and her family, and we instantly wanted to reach out with her. So I kind of tracked her down on Facebook. And then our friendship just developed very quickly. Fast forward, just a few weeks ago, we got married. And although it took me 40 years to find him, if it wasn't for Jill checking that box and becoming an organ donor and saving my life, I would not have had the gift of life, and most importantly, the gift of love.
Wow, did you believe you would find each other? Like, the outcome of it all when this all started? Where did the sparks come from?
I believe they kind of came right away, just, not even really realizing it. And it's hard to even pinpoint one exact moment.
And for you, Jennifer?
It's a little different for me. We went to a camping trip together with his whole family, and he was partnered together with games. We played games together, and I was flirting, of course, because I thought he was darling. He walked me back to my cabin every night. At that point, I think I realized that this guy is a gentleman and somebody I really wanted to get to know. I didn't know if it was possible, but obviously, dreams do come true.
They do come true, and so does miracles.
Yes.
It's a blessing to have you here. I'm so sorry for your loss of your sister, Jill, but she left you with an incredible gift for both of you guys, What does it mean to you guys? To me, it seems like it has a double meaning because, she was willing to give up her organs for someone else to have a life, so it means it's beautifulness within your family.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, to bless someone else, So what does that mean to both of you?
It means kind of, just everything. As far as her being an organ donor, to see, how much it affects our family's life for her to be a donor, and then on the flip side of it, to see how much it affects, to be the recipient. It just means a lot, especially to see, how healthy and everything she is now. Just everything.
Yes. Yes.
An organ donation for me, obviously, is very special because, I wouldn't be here today if someone had not decided to become an organ donor. And I don't think people realize that when you become an organ donor, what all you can do for someone. They allowed me to have memories that I wouldn't have been able to have. I got to be by my grandmother's bedside when she passed away.
Aww.
I was able to see my sister, who had 7 miscarriages, finally give a miracle birth to my niece.
There's many blessings in there, right?
Yes. And then I got to find the gift of love.
That is so beautiful. To think, your family, your sister blessed so many. And Jennifer, I can imagine how scary it was to need a transplant and to have to wait that long. What was that process like for you?
I was very nervous and anxious the whole time, but I'm a Christian. To pray for a transplant, I knew that meant I had to pray for someone else to pass away, and I couldn't do that. So I just knew it had to be God's will, and I just every day had to trust in that.
That's why you're so blessed already. And when you took that first breath after you had your lung transplant, what was that like?
That's something I'll never forget. I was born with lungs already damaged because I aspirated into my lungs. So I don't feel that I can ever remember a time where I was able to take that deep breath and it go all the way to the bottom of my lungs. So when they took that tube out and I took that deep breath, I can just remember breathing in and letting it out, just going, thank you. It was just unreal.
Jill's organ donation brought you guys together, but that made your family become close, and you got really close to the family?
I did. When we first met, it was an instant connection for everyone, I do believe, but especially for his sister, Nicole. She actually called me and asked me to be a bridesmaid in her wedding and the guest of honor. So, I mean, to be that close to someone, to include me in their family, something so big, it was just an honor. It was I was actually in the hospital 3 days before, and they weren't going to let me out, and I had to tell the whole team, and they were like, you know what, this is kind of special. We'll get you there. So we drove 12 and a half hours to Wisconsin and was in this wedding, and it was a beautiful time.
That is amazing. Oh my goodness, well, it sounds really special too. So I think Nicole should join us. Come out here, Nicole. Yeah, there's Nicole. And congratulations to you, Nicole. Listen, this is a family affair. Oh, I love the closeness. Hi, Nicole. Hello. So, listen, let me get out here. This is a whole family reunion. Have a seat. Listen. Oh, my God. Thank you for being here, Nicole. How surprised are you guys?
I'm shocked.
Hi, and
I
congratulations.
love seeing her. I only get to see her like 3 times a year, so.
I love it. There's the familyness within it. What does this mean to you to have Jennifer be a part of the family, Nicole?
I am incredibly grateful for Jennifer to be part of our family. I'm so happy that these two found love and happiness together. Even though the circumstances that brought us here are tragic, I'm incredibly thankful that we came together.
That is beautiful. And lastly, I want to ask you, what do you think Jill would say about all the beauty that came from her loss?
I know that Jill wanted all the best for Travis. I think that she would be overly thrilled that Travis actually found somebody, regardless of what circumstances those were that brought them together.
Even in her death, she helped do that. That is a beautiful thing, and you are a beautiful family, guys, and we want to see you guys continue the celebration. So we would like to send you out to dinner tonight so you can have a good time, okay? Thank y'all so much for being here, and come back again and see us, okay?